It's not real quick. Try to stay undefeated against the Raging Cajuns.
Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Raging Cajuns will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, he's the old school because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the...
Got a lot of running room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that 1st down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal coming up. Give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row.
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. He didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Raging Cajuns offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football. And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
At the 45 on his way. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Grabbed on the outside. It's Carter. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. Touchdown, Cajuns!
I just
And
can't
once he
play
found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Running back searching for a hole. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football, because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to the air one more time. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. Looking left. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. How about that play, getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the 1st quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the 2nd.
Good stuff, man.
Two
Good
running
stuff.
games so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Wants to return it.
The return is brought down at the 39. And the offense will take over.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give to the fullback. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out. The 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. The big fullback's got it. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Snagged in the middle. It's Carter. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And here comes the punt team. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? They'll leave it with him. Bulls his way forward.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Open runway ahead. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Little touch pass to the receiver. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Run it with the fullback. Headed to the end zone. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Oh, and the attempt is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember,
Afterburners coming. He's at the 40. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd and hit it. Touchdown, Louisiana.
and this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Seminoles are a big play away. Years past, it was Deion Sanders who would do it. We'll see if there's a hero out there today. They're up by 7 over Florida State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the big fullback. And he'll be brought down.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Turns it on in midfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Give him 109 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Finds his man. It's Delgado.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys, they've got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the field goal unit is on the field. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And it's picked off.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that 1st score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To the ground with the back. Got room at the 35. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Sticks it in his belly. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
some noise. It's third down.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to bully their way for the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. On first down from the 13-yard line. The give. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
Second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go to the ground. Delivers the contact. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. The give to the big fullback. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll run this play from the pistol. They want to just keep throwing it. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect.
Looking for the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the offense on second down. With jet sweep pass. Moving past the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He's got an open man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Seminoles know they're in a battle, and like the great teams under Bobby Bowden, expect them to finish strong. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time, and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game so they could score some points, because this offense, it was a disappointing day.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And the offense will take over.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Here's a throw downfield late. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Got it in the middle. It's Carter. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Dang. No, it's